Got Johnny Mullen going up against Henry Dodge to start things here. Mullen last week 14 for 22, but it's Dodge who scoops up the first one.
Coach Feist very high on Dodge.
Physicality on the far side. Dodge a whole ton of face-offs last season, and Billy Dwan runs a man into the sideline and an early flag. But allowed less than 10 goals a game. Johnny Mullen wins his first draw.
Numbers.
Here comes Billy Dwan with the pull, goes down low, and Daly early into the game. Mullen picks it back up, and it's fought for. Finally, the loose change collected by Bardwell, the sophomore from Indiana.
Daly getting right into the action.
Right, Daly, big-time goalie battle for this team.
Gets his defender hunt up probably more than anyone else in the country, and it's on purpose.
Complete engineer from X, and named to the Tewaaraton watch list, rightfully so, just a few days ago. Vermont's got its second face-off win. Dodge brings it up the near side. Johnny Mullen runs straight into him. Mullen is not
up in Canada playing box.
Most of the guys talk about the connection and knowing what they're going to do and where they're going to move. That's what gives you the most benefit out of playing a little bit of box. Johnny Mullen muscles a man out of the way, and the ball pops up in the air.
Nice play by Jack Combs again, the sophomore captain, 66.
And we talked about Combs at the top of the broadcast, but Coach Fife's just raved about his work ethic and the way that he responds to the other guy.
And described him as an underrated talent. Yes, he's got accolades, but with guys like Spallina and Leo on this team, it's somewhat easy to forget that Hiltz is right there on the front line as well.
Johnny Richiusa takes his first draw of the day. Yeah, Owen Hiltz, another guy, Canadian, played plenty of box lacrosse, played at Culver, which has a pretty heralded program along with Sammy English. Expecting to start in goal. I don't know how you train your eyes to look for that. Thompson goes in between his legs. Like you said, casual as can be.
Well, it's just tough for this Vermont defense, and Daly, you know, the Syracuse is just moving the ball extremely fast, and they're switching sides of the field as well. Left to right, top to bottom.
So we talked about a teammate link up with Michael Leo. Ryan Daly teammates with Johnny Mullen in high school. They actually won a state championship together, playing at Norwell.
Lacrosse world is small, that's for sure. A lot of connections.
I don't doubt Johnny Mullen probably wants to put one past him now that he's in the game. Physical in the middle. Luke Rowe has already got one.
Yeah, he's a great player. He's a really good balance for this Syracuse offense. Just being able to go righty and lefty and being able to really beat his guy. You know, if he continues to get short stick matchups, Vermont had actually put the pole on him on that first possession. So we'll see if they just continue to switch that around. I would imagine so. You know, it's more possessions. Dodge has been doing a good job on the face-off as Mullen wins it back.
And this time it's Walter Zhao who's in, the sophomore, who took a decent amount of the face-offs last season as well, splitting time with Dodge and Hobart, because Syracuse was trying to energize the offense mid-season, trying to shake things up lineup-wise with a freshman. Oh, Johnny Mullen, a diving attempt, trying to feed the ball away, and he gets to it. That's the kind of athleticism that he brings. The Deer had 2 goals in that one game and didn't score the rest of the year. Mullen rips it off the...
In the defense that his offense can then attack. Sometimes it's not a whole lot that you have to change, just 1 or 2 tweaks.
Pat March in his 6th season as the offensive coordinator at SU. Johnny Richiusa back in for this draw. And he loses it. A win for Henry Dodge. Extended time for Richiusa 2 seasons ago. Didn't play much last year, and a ball off the shin of Dodge in front. A trail check against Billy Dwan. He falls to the turf and looked like the official on the for Joey Spallina. Johnny Mullen back out there for this face-off. It bounces around. Carter Rice racing for it. Big hit. And Segata runs into a man. Carter Rice with it. Straight down Broadway. Had his stick knocked into, still found Owen Hiltz.
Him a ton, just how selfless he is within the offense, off ball, setting picks, slipping, just doing the little things that don't necessarily show up in the score sheet, but that help, you know, a player like Joey score that goal.
Dodge with a nice play to peel it away. Gets it over to the sophomore captain, Jack Combs. He's stripped by Figueres. Ville got hurt on the first shot that he saw. Stayed in the game, though.
Daly, 9 saves. He's played well.
Violation goes against Henry Dodge. And on the sidelines, we've got Sean Dorcelis with 24 goals. Not bad at all. 14 assists.
38 points. Led the Syracuse midfield. He didn't always draw the pole, but he's another guy. He's been effective since day one here.
Mullen got knocked down from behind, but he gets right back up to his feet. Held on to the ball.
Vermont just needs to limit those turnovers.
Season was that he couldn't perform at the same level against top-tier opponents, and seems to have improved on his skills against lower-tier opponents through 2 games.
Yeah, look, Syracuse, they're going to get tested. They've got a big game Monday. Got Maryland after that.
He played Towson. Some attack. He also played midfield in high school, so a versatile guy who can try and translate that over into the college level. Down on the sidelines, we've got our man, Sean Dorcelis.
Yeah, guys, I was able to confirm with Coach Fifes at halftime that Jake D'Andrea is out for the rest of the game with a lower body injury, so it will be Ryan Daly in net the rest of the way.
Battled for right in the midfield. D'Andrea out, injured on the first shot. Jimmy McCool comes across crease. Nabs that now, 13-2 the Cuse. All over Vermont. Talked about Christian Mullet, Jake Stevens too, who came from Princeton. Both guys big contributors last season, but the offense only getting better, it seems, this year. A nice pickup. The wings came to Vermont last year. A couple of goals, couple of assists for him. He's looking for a big junior year, though, to really get himself established. Johnny Mullen kicked that ball away. He was held up from behind. Syracuse retains possession. Or maybe not. No, Vermont after the kick. Mullen's got his hands up right now. He doesn't know why. No assists tonight for him, and he took that misconduct penalty.
It was Spalina.
You're right, it was. Leo, one of the 3 penalties in that sequence. Spalina had 2 of them. Violation on the scrum for the draw. Vermont picks it up. Weapons. And that was the messaging we got from Chris Fifes. He wasn't shying away from the fact that Syracuse is so versatile. Well, it's the year in the conference. High achieving. Big senior looking for another big year. 8 hat tricks last year.
Spent his summer up in Vermont training, taking classes. Fife says he's one of the hardest workers that he has.
Double team from Hoddle. He almost gets his helmet knocked off, and it's picked up. Kaczynski, another hustle play. He's settling into a physical role in the first 2 games of his SU career.
We'll see this Syracuse